What's up, YouTubers? Your girl Survivor here, and I'm gonna do another life vlog. I think it's a good idea for people to do this life vlogging thing, because you know, when you're talking and you're remembering things in your past and talking about them, you can have epiphanies and you can find things about yourself where you've grown and how you've gotten stronger in life and how your responses have changed, or you know, you can realize maybe if you're doing the same thing over, or you can just enjoy good memories, you know? I mean, I think it's a nice idea for everyone to, you know, do this, because especially I think it would be a good idea if somebody has been keeping a journal regularly, and then to go back to your journal from however long ago it was, get to the date, the same date that it is, you know, currently, and read your journal entry from then and see how you've changed today, you know, and how you've grown and things you've done. And, you know, maybe that day you wrote in your journal and you were angry or sad or whatever, and then, or maybe you were happy, and then maybe, you know, currently you can see how you've changed and things have changed, and recognize things about yourself and strengths that you didn't know you had, or, you know, just, I don't know, it's always a good thing. Of course, my guy moved, and he's just out of control, so I'm gonna just focus on this. Geez, not very focused. There we go. Like I said, that's from the stone thing that I bought at the John Holland. Anyway, so that's just a thought of mine, because I find myself that I like doing these. Even if somebody doesn't like them, they don't have to watch them, you know. If you do like them, I appreciate every word or story that you share with me, and, you know, it'll be good when we can do some live streams and share these stories. That'll be fun. So, I don't know. I like to talk about England because, I don't know, it's just something that I'm talking about right now. And, I just remember when I was living there, it was kind of funny. There was a show on called the WOMBLEs, and they were like these wombats, and I was like, you know, 6 years old when we moved there. It was like 73, 74. Probably about 74, maybe 73, who knows. But they came out with this song, you know, Remember, Remember. And all the little kids, you know, they really were into it. And, like, I remember watching the show every week. I remember a lot of things of watching the show. Over there, you put 50 pence in the telly. There's a box on the back of it. And your TV will go off if you got 50p, you know. And you put 50p in the Lecky box, too. You got a Lecky box. This is back then, mind you, I'm saying, early 70s. So that you would always have, you know, the change. Even in the phone, there was a coin slot. So everything was like a pay-as-you-go kind of thing, which I liked. And they had, of course, the doctors made house calls, and they had 2 deliveries of mail, the morning and the evening. It was just a very relaxed time that I remember in my life. You know, people were friendly. There was market day, and, you know, my friend was talking about cockles in gel, but so I remember the cockles in the vinegar, like, you know, in the jar, or you could buy them on the market, and they would come in like a plastic bag, and it had some of the vinegar in it, but they kind of look like little parrot heads. The shells that they come in are those, not the regular, like, seashells, but the ones that are kind of, I don't know, I guess you could say like a beak-shaped, you know? A beak-shaped, like you could stick it out of your finger, look like a fingernail. I think they're come from inside there. And also when I was little, my Uncle Ernie would bring me winkles. And what they are And I don't think I would eat them now. So I'm surprised that at that age I would eat them. They're periwinkles, the snails. And you would boil them in hot water, like with salty hot water. And then you take, they're little black snails, and you take a pin and you pick the door off the snail, and then you pull the snail out. It's kind of curly like a booger, but it's salty tasting. I don't know, I'm surprised I would eat those. My Uncle Ernie, my friend was telling me, how she would, the one who would eat in the cockles would, eat anything that her dad did. Like, she idolized him and was, he was just a good role model and everything. And my uncle, it reminded me of my Uncle Ernie, because he would always get me with pull my finger. I don't know why, but I think it was because I always knew that, he'd have, and, he would farm, but later he always had this bag of, like toffees, like these, like some kind of candy, penny candy for me, these like little black ones covered with sugar, and just different candies. The candy over in England is really great. They have like chocolate moggies, and their Easter eggs like have something inside of them always, or like these chocolate frogs, and it's all Cadbury. It's so good. I love mint arrows, flake bars. Oh God, you don't even know. They have these ice creams that their ice cream is so much different. Like, it's made differently. It's better. And 99 ice cream was, the Cadburys make the flake bars. It's just really thin chocolate that's kind of like layered and layered and layered over each other to make this square, like, it would look like a telephone pole almost, only like with ribbons of chocolate, And my mouth is watering thinking about them. They just melt in your mouth. And they would cut it in half, stick it in the top of this, ice cream, this vanilla ice cream on a cone, and put this raspberry drizzle over it. Oh, my God. That was so good. So good. You can't even imagine. But I was talking about the Wombles, and they came out with this song, Remember, Remember, Remember You're a Womble. And I just remember being like 6 years old. And I'm going to include a link to a video from this show called Top of the Pops. Back then, they're probably still on Top of the Pops, I'm not sure. But that was their, like, American Bandstand over here. And so that song hit the charts amazingly, like from a kid's show. It was like the young kids just loved it so much. So they actually had the Wombles on Top of the Pops. And you can see like all the little kids are like really at it, like throwing their, hands in the air. Remember, remember. And I remember going to, they went on tour. And I'm sure it wasn't this, all the same people, the Wombles, but it was behind this, like everything in England is just so historic and beautiful looking, brick buildings. And I remember the double-decker bus, and my sister Donna took me to see the Wombles. And, I had my shirt on, my Womble shirt. And just, I remember they had like, some little drinks for all the little kids and everything. And then the Wombles came out, and we were all like jamming. And, I think they only had the one song, but then, they milled around with the little kids and everything. It was just something I remember. And back then, Bay City rollers were really big, and I'll never forget my mother, she got me, to get something like this was, like, oh my God, I think it was from Market, They had the Bay City roller outfits. And my favorite one was Les McCune. You remember Bay City Roller. SATURDAY. And he was, they all kind of switched around the instruments. But he would wear the blue outfit with the pants. Like these kind of, they almost were like gauchos, only maybe a little longer. With the Scotch plaid stuff going down the sides and around the bottom. And then a blue jacket with the plaid and everything. And, stripes going down the arms. And man, I thought I was something when I was sporting my Bay City Roller outfit. I really did. I wish I had a picture with me with that on. I can't believe I don't have a picture with that, because I would share that, because that was, I liked, you know, there was all good stuff. But I don't want this video to get too long, so I'm going to stop here. I hope you've enjoyed it, because I do want to go into why we eventually did leave England, because it's funny, when I think about my mother, how she was here, she was a lot different there. Maybe because her family was there, or because it wasn't so stressful. I just don't know, but I don't recollect her being, you know, so nasty with her words over there. But I will tell you what happened when I make a next video. I hope you're interested in hearing. So anyway, everyone, much love, peace, love, and tacos, and please hit that thumbs up button, okay? Have a great night.